Hello everyone, welcome back. From the ancient Greek epics to the romantic, realist, and modern literature of Europe, masters of words have portrayed love, tragedy, resistance, and the depths of the human soul. Each work is a doorway into worlds both familiar and wondrous. Based on authentic historical sources, advanced reconstruction software, and modern AI technology, they return vivid and lifelike, as if history itself were revived. Now let us explore these literary legends in this video. Number 1. Homer around the 8th century BC, also known as Meroz in ancient Greek, was the legendary poet often regarded as the father of Western literature. He is believed to be the author of the two great epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey, which depict the Trojan War, Odysseus' journey, and the Greek heroic spirit. Although his true life remains mysterious, Homer endures as a timeless symbol of imagination, oral tradition, and the enduring power of words. Number 2. Dante Alighieri 1265–1321, often simply called Dante, was an Italian poet, philosopher, and statesman of the Middle Ages. He is celebrated as the father of the Italian language. His greatest work, The Divine Comedy, depicts a journey through hell, purgatory, and paradise, serving both as a literary masterpiece and a spiritual map of its time with powerful language and extraordinary imagination. Dante left an immortal legacy that profoundly shaped Western literature, art, and philosophy. Number 3. Miguel de Cervantes, 1547–1616, was Spain's greatest novelist, playwright, and poet. He is best known for his masterpiece Don Quixote, considered the first modern novel and one of the most influential works of all time. Cervantes' life included war, captivity, and poverty. Yet he transformed hardship into endless inspiration, creating stories that transcended his era. His enduring legacy continues to shape world literature and celebrates the resilience of the human spirit. Number 4. William Shakespeare, 1564–1616, was England's greatest playwright, poet, and actor. Regarded as one of the most influential authors in human history, he created more than 30 classic plays ranging from tragedies such as Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth to comedies like A Midsummer Night's Dream and Much Ado About Nothing, along with 154 immortal sonnets. With a language rich in imagery and profound thought, Shakespeare left an enduring legacy that shaped Western literature and theater for centuries. Number 5. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, 1749–1832, was a German poet, novelist, playwright, scientist, and philosopher. A central figure of the Sturm-und-Drang movement and the Weimar classical period. He is renowned for Faust, the greatest masterpiece of German literature exploring human desire and tragedy, as well as the sorrows of young Werther, a novel that once shook Europe. Beyond literature, G.A. made lasting contributions to science, aesthetics, and philosophy, leaving a profound and comprehensive humanistic legacy. Number 6. Jane Austen, 1775–1817, was an English novelist and one of the greatest writers in world literature. Her works, including Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, and Emma, reflect English society of the late 18th and early 19th centuries while portraying love, marriage, and women's roles with remarkable subtlety. With graceful satire, sharp observation, and vivid characters, Austen laid the foundation for the realist novel and left an immortal literary legacy that continues to inspire generations. Number 7. Victor Hugo, 1802–1885, was a French literary giant, a poet, novelist, playwright, and statesman, and a central figure of 19th century Romanticism. He is best known for Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, works that combine personal tragedy with a powerful critique of social injustice and a celebration of humanity. Beyond literature, Hugo was also an active political figure advocating for democracy and human rights. His immortal legacy endures as one of the cornerstones of world cultural and literary history. Number 8. Charles Dickens, 1812–1870, was a great English novelist and a central figure of Victorian and 19th century literature. He is renowned for Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, David Copperfield, Great Expectations, and A Tale of Two Cities. Works that vividly exposed social injustice, poverty, and the dark sides of the Industrial Revolution. With captivating storytelling, distinctive characters, sharp satire, and deep compassion, Dickens not only entertained, but also inspired social reform, leaving an immortal literary legacy with global influence. Number 9. Fyodor Dostoevsky (1821–1881) was a great Russian novelist and thinker, one of the most influential authors in literary history. His masterpieces, including Crime and Punishment, The Brothers Karamazov, Demons, and The Idiot, probe the human psyche and explore themes of guilt, morality, faith, and freedom with sharp psychological insight and profound philosophy. Dostoevsky created works that not only stand as literary triumphs, but also foreshadow the spiritual conflicts of modern times, leaving a legacy that shaped literature, philosophy, and psychology worldwide. Number 10. Leo Tolstoy, 1828–1910, was a Russian literary giant and one of the greatest novelists of all time. He is renowned for War and Peace and Anna Karenina works that not only depict 19th-century Russian society, but also explore love, morality, and the meaning of life. Tolstoy's masterpieces combine magnificent realism with profound psychological insight. In his later years, he turned to aesthetic philosophy, peace, and humanitarian ideals, leaving an immortal legacy that shaped world literature, thought, and movements for nonviolence. Number 11. Mark Twain, 1835–1910, born Samuel Langhorne Clemens, was an American writer, humorist, and lecturer. Hailed as the father of modern American literature, he is best known for The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, works that vividly portray 19th-century life along the Mississippi River. With witty satire, sharp social commentary, and unforgettable characters, Twain captured the American spirit. His legacy endures as one of humor, humanity, and storytelling genius shaping literature and culture across the globe. Number 12. Anton Chekhov, 1860–1904, was a Russian physician, playwright, and master of the short story. Regarded as one of the greatest writers of all time, he revolutionized modern theater with plays such as The Seagull, Uncle Vanna, Three Sisters, and The Cherry Orchard, where inner life took precedence over dramatic action. Chekhov's hundreds of short stories written in simple yet subtle prose captured profound meaning in ordinary moments. His psychological realism and deep insight into human nature left a lasting influence on world literature and theater. Number 13. Franz Kafka, 1883–1924, was a Bohemian Jewish writer in the German language and one of the most influential authors of the 20th century. His major works, including The Metamorphosis, The Trial, and The Castle, portray the loneliness, fear, and helplessness of individuals trapped in an absurd and oppressive world dominated by faceless bureaucracy. With dark, symbolic prose, he gave rise to the concept of the Kafkaesque. His unique vision left a lasting legacy that shaped modern literature, existential philosophy, and world art. Number 14. James Joyce, 1882–1941, was an Irish novelist and poet, one of the most influential innovators of 20th century literature. His masterpiece Ulysses, with its complex stream of consciousness technique, revolutionized the structure of the modern novel alongside works such as A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, Dubliners, and Finnegan's Wake. Though he spent much of his life in exile, Joyce always centered his writing on Dublin with artistic boldness and linguistic creativity. He left a legacy that helped define modern literature. Number 15. Virginia Woolf, 1882–1941, was an English novelist and critic, a leading figure of 20th century modernism. Through works such as Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, and Orlando, she revolutionized narrative art with the stream of consciousness technique, offering profound insight into inner life. Beyond fiction, her essay, A Room of One's Own, became a pioneering voice for women's rights and creativity. Woolf's legacy endures both as a literary innovator and as an inspiration for modern feminist thought. Number 16. Ernest Hemingway, 1899 to 1961, was an American novelist and short story writer and one of the most influential authors of the 20th century. He became famous for his concise, powerful style and the iceberg theory where meaning lies beneath the surface of the text. His masterpieces, including For Whom the Bell Tolls, A Farewell to Arms, and The Old Man and the Sea, depict resilient characters facing hardship. Awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954, Hemingway left an immortal legacy that helped define modern prose. Number 17. Alexandre Dumas, 1802 to 1870, was a French novelist and playwright and one of the great masters of historical adventure fiction in the 19th century. He is best known for The Three Musketeers, The Count of Monte Cristo, and Queen Margot. Works celebrated for their dramatic plots, vivid characters, and rich historical settings. Though he often collaborated with assistants such as Auguste Mackay, Dumas' boundless imagination and masterful storytelling produced timeless classics that continue to captivate readers worldwide and secure his place in global literary history. Number 18. Thomas Mann, 1875 to 1955, was a German novelist and essayist awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1929 and one of the greatest writers of the 20th century. He is renowned for Buddenbrooks, The Magic Mountain, and Death in Venice. Works marked by psychological depth, philosophical reflection, and social critique, often centered on the conflict between art and life. A staunch opponent of fascism, Mann lived in exile yet continued to write, leaving an immortal legacy in European literature and thought. Number 19. Samuel Beckett, 1906 to 1989, was an Irish writer and playwright and one of the pioneers of 20th century modernism and postmodernism. He is best known for Waiting for God, a masterpiece of the theater of the absurd that portrays the futility and meaninglessness of human existence with minimalist, haunting prose and profound philosophy. Beckett also left his mark with the trilogy Malloy Malone Dies and The Unnamable, awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1969. He left a lasting legacy that deeply influenced modern literature and theater. Number 20. Luigi Pirandello, 1867 to 1936, was an Italian playwright, novelist, and poet. Awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1934 and regarded as a master of modern theater. He is best known for Six Characters in Search of an Author and Henry for works that broke the boundaries between reality and illusion. His plays often questioned identity and the uncertainty of truth. With his innovative style, Pirandello left a profound influence on 20th century literature and theater. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and hit subscribe so you won't miss our next exciting content.